Hi there, Mike here. In this video, we'll explore a utility called Scopebuddy, which is a powerful utility that works as a Gamescope bridge for Bazzite and other Linux gaming setups. If you found yourself copying and pasting long lists of launch options for different games, for different Gamescope configurations, Scopebuddy is about to make your life much easier. Let's start off with what is Scopebuddy. It's a small script that serves several important functions. It allows you to set environment variables and Gamescope options globally or per game. It enables automatic resolution, HDR and VRR detection from your display. It automatically detects if you're in game mode, so you don't need to manually change launch options when switching between desktop mode and game mode. Let's start with an example. Here I want to run my game with Gamescope and Mango HUD enabled. So right click on the game, properties, and I've got this long string of launch parameters. Now when I launch the game, you can see at the top I've got my Mango HUD at the top here, and I'm running the game in a Gamescope session in full screen mode. Now if I want to play another game with these settings, I've got to go copy my launch parameters to the next game and then launch that game with those parameters. Now what happens if I plug my device into another monitor? I've got to change the screen resolution, and I need to do that manually for every game. Also, if I try and launch the game in gaming mode, it will crash trying to do Gamescope inside of another Gamescope session, which is not going to work. So that's the old way of doing things. Let's simplify this process with Scopebuddy. Unfortunately, you won't have the configuration files for Scopebuddy unless it's been launched at least once since you've installed Bazzite. I'm going to open a terminal and run scb to launch Scopebuddy once. You only need to do this once. Open up your file explorer, press Ctrl H if you aren't showing hidden files. Look for the .config folder, and then you'll find a Scopebuddy folder. You'll see a file named scb.conf. Let's open this file with a text editor by double-clicking on it. Now we'd like to have Mango HUD with preset 2, which shows those stats at the top of the screen. So we'll uncomment this line. Next, I'm going to enable Gamescope arguments. So we'll enable this, although I don't want all of these other parameters. So I'm going to remove those and just have this piece, Mango app and -F for full screen. And we're doing this because we're going to use the dynamic settings below. I'd like to have automatic resolution detection, and I'd also like to have automatic VRR detection. So we'll uncomment both of those lines and save the config file. Next up, if we want to launch our game now, we now go from that long string of options to this. And when I launch the game, Mango HUD on the top and everything else is set up as it was before. Now let's say we no longer want to use Mango HUD. Instead of changing the launch options of every game, we just go to our Scopebuddy config file and we remove the Mango app command. Launch the game again. No more Mango HUD. This is just the basics and will hopefully get you started with Scopebuddy. There are many more features and options available, so I encourage you to explore the Bazzite documentation on Scopebuddy and experiment with different configurations to suit your needs. You can find the Scopebuddy documentation by just looking up Scopebuddy in the Bazzite docs. And here's the full documentation for the tool. Scopebuddy is one of those utilities that once you start using it, you'll wonder how you ever lived without it. It greatly simplifies Gamescope configuration in desktop mode and gives you incredible flexibility with minimal effort. I highly recommend giving Scopebuddy a try. Your gaming experience will thank you. Thank you for watching. If you found this guide helpful, please like and subscribe for more Bazzite content. Have a lovely day. Goodbye.